Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do a very, very simple story retelling on the iPad today. This is in Keynote, so you can see here, Keynote is the one there at the bottom. And what I love about it is that with Keynote, we can get lots of different pieces of our animation or of our story to move and tell the story in different ways. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is, firstly, let's get our story characters into our Keynote. So we're going to go to the top. Now yours might look a little different. As I always say, you might have a plus sign. Mine's a newer iPad, so it just has this picture here, and I'm going to go to a photo or video. And then I'm going to find my story character, and I know that I have got a little story character I already made before. And I'm going to find my very hungry caterpillar. Here we go. Now, I want the hungry caterpillar just to not have this white background. So I'm going to tap, double tap. Nope, wrong. Tap. And there we go. Remove background. When you get the remove background, mine comes off beautifully. But you can see that there's little pieces that I haven't quite got. So if I take my pencil on my finger and I just tap some of the pieces that are white, it's going to get those off a little bit better. And if I then stretch out, can you see how it's moving? Stretch it out. I've got my finger on the screen and I'm moving it a little bit more. Oh, do you see there? It's going to take the green out. I don't want it to take the green out. I want it to be quite clear on the edges. There we go. And you can see mostly we've got rid of the white. There's a tiny weeny little bit here. So I'm just going to stretch it out. Can you see the purple is capturing all of that little bit of white? Release. And there you can see that I've really done very well with that one. So I'm going to click done at the bottom. And then I'm going to just manipulate it so that I get rid of Mr. Cocoon. I don't need him in my story at the moment. So I'm going to double tap again. And then you can see I get this and I can move my picture around. But what I want to do is to go to the edges with the blue dots. And I'm going to just stretch it across so that now Mr. Cocoon is gone. I'm going to make him a little bit smaller. So it's just the caterpillar is in there. And I'm going to click done. And there we can now move Mr. Caterpillar around, resize him and do whatever we want. Now, Mr. Cocoon is part of my story, but I'm going to do that in a next part video. Okay. So what I now need to do is I'm going to add a piece to my animation to show the timeline of my story. Now, here we go. I've put a little block in. I just went up to the top to my shapes and I found any shape you like, but I just went for this one here. And now I'm just going to click on it and change the colour so we can see him. I changed him to yellow. And there we go. Now I've got Mr. Caterpillar is there and I've got my timeline. Now, if you imagine, I'm just going to draw on my screen here to show you that this bit here is the beginning of my story. Okay, and then this bit here is probably going to be the middle-ish. And then at the end here, not very good arrow there, I'm going to put the end because that's the end of my story. And I wonder what happens to Mr. Caterpillar as he goes through the story. And that's what I'm going to try and do with this. So let's see if we can get Mr. Caterpillar to move. Right, hold on a minute. Mr. Caterpillar is falling behind my timeline. I do not want that. I want him on top. So I'm going to click up the top to the format button. Can you see the little paintbrush? And I'm going to go across to arrange. And then this slider, we're going to move Mr. Caterpillar at the top into front. So there you can see he's in front of my timeline. Okay, now let's see if we can make Mr. Caterpillar move. So if we click again, and you're going to get this menu bar and click the arrow at the end, and you're going to click animate. This here is one of my favorite things. So we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to add a build in at the beginning. So the first thing that happens when he starts to move, he's going to do a skid. Okay, you can have him appear in a different way. If you move along, you can see that there's lots of other options for you. There you go. My favourite is that Mr. Caterpillar skids into the story. And then I'm going to click the cross in the corner. Can you see the cross there? I'm going to now add a different action. Are you ready? And this is where I get to create a path. Click the first one with the arrows and I'm going to create a path. And with your finger, you're going to move Mr. Caterpillar along. There he goes. Click done. And then if we click on motion path, the little arrow here, the purple arrows, click on that and you can see there's different buttons. Now we can stretch it out, move your finger across this bit, and that means it's going to take 25 seconds for him to move. Is he a slow caterpillar or is he quite a fast caterpillar? I'm going to make him quite 4 seconds, I think. It's a bit long for my story. Maybe I'll do nearly 3 seconds. Right. Acceleration. This bit is he going to be slow at the beginning and then slow at the end, or no acceleration? You can play around with those because what I think is good is if you look at those and then play the actual caterpillar moving and you'll see how they're different. And then one thing that I really think is important is the tap. We're going to make sure, because to put after build 1, this means you don't have to tap the screen to get Mr. Caterpillar to move. He'll move automatically. Okay. Now, you might not be happy with the way he's going. You might want to change his path. So click on redraw path if that's the case. And it might be that you give him a little bit of a funky move in some way. There we go. Mr. Caterpillar is moving. Done. And so there we go. If I go back, we've got our skid. I don't want to tap. I want it after the transition. So when the screen comes on, he will move without you doing anything. And then we've got our motion path. And then we're going to play and we're going to see what he does. There you go. And that's how to get a very simple transition going to tell a story.